Hey guys, it's the Lord here, back in with another action figure review of my favorite heroic warrior from the Masters of the Universe 2000X cartoon collection, that of course being none other than the quote-unquote Swamp Thing of the Masters of the Universe series, Mossman. Brought to us by the fine folks over at Mattel. And no, Mossman did not sound like a toad in the 2000X show. I honestly can't remember what he sounded like. I just imagine him being really, really freaking awesome, which he was. So yeah, watch the episode where he fights Evil Seed to know more about what I'm talking about. So, with that being said, why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review and take a look-see at all the Defender of the Green, on Eternia at least, has to offer in terms of accessories, and it is a club. The same club we got with Red Shadow, if I'm not mistaken. He was a Powers of Grayskull Mattel Creations exclusive figure. You have to be a member to get it. But, yeah, he's nothing to write home about. You're not missing much. But you do get the same club here. And that's all you get. That's all you really need. But some vines or something. Because he can, like, straight up, like Tarzan, surf on the vines and stuff. It would have been kind of cool to get something like that. But you don't. You just get the really cool Mossman figure. Surprisingly, one of the ones that was on sale during that Amazon Spring Sale thing. So, pretty stoked about that. Only paid about $15 for this guy. But as far as his articulation goes, his head will look up and down, tilt side to side. Shoulders pop out, rotate forward and back. Single jointed elbows with rotation. He's got the standard hinge swivel wrist here, whereas on this side he's got the appropriate hinge for holding weapons with the swivel there. Waist twist. Again, I don't really have like the whole waist popping off problem with my figures. I guess I've either lucked out or I just heat the armor up and make it fit so it doesn't do that. But at any rate, his hips can kick out, back down, forward and back. He's got a little bit of a thigh quiver in there. Single jointed knee with rotation. He does have boot swivel and a hinge in the foot with a rocker. So pretty standard stuff. You know, nothing crazy, but nothing under the ordinary. He is a little limited due to his added accoutrements, all of his fur and whatnot, because yeah, he's not just the Beastman repaint, which is what the old one is, which there's nothing wrong with that, but this just looks cooler, to me at least, and it's my favorite version of the character. I did like the, was it Revelation one, but he got cucked out pretty quick, so it's kind of hard to have an opinion on him. Alan Oppenheimer did the voice. That was kind of cool, but other than that, couldn't tell you much, because he didn't do a lot. I do like that he's like this ancient guardian type character nowadays, as opposed to just some green dude that lives in the woods of Eternia, in the forests of Eternia. So that's kind of cool, adding to the lore there. But with that being said, it's time now that we move right along and take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here's good old Mossman alongside a couple other heroic warriors from this 2000X cartoon collection that we've already taken a look at here on the channel. We have He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. Told you I wasn't going to do the thing again. As well as Stratos, Sean Connery. So please check those reviews out if you haven't already. Would really appreciate it if you did. But again, since it's all Origins, all the time with this line, Mossman gonna be about the same height as these two. I will mention Stratos and Mossman are a little bit more bestial compared to the other members of the Heroic Warriors. Hopefully we'll get like, I don't know, a Buzz-Off maybe? That'd be kind of cool to go with the more animal-like Heroic Warriors. I know there was a Snout Spout Staction / prototype back in the day, but I doubt we see that. But I would love to see them make some of the characters that were only released as stactions, mostly the bad guys, because of course. But getting these two out of the way, so we can bring in our two regulars. Have the Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibolith right there, and the infamous 11 Spawn right there, who, as usual, towers over everyone. So, with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and despite the fact that good old Mossman here is rather light as far as accessories go, I mean, his isn't even newly sculpted, he is probably my favorite of the heroic warriors because I love the green Sasquatchian nature of this character, and let's be honest, his battle with Evil Seed in the 2000X series was probably one of the most epic fight scenes in the entire series. I just hope we get an Evil Seed to pair up with him because he had one of the coolest redesigns in that series. I mean, let's face it, the turnip-headed dork from the Filmation series does not hold a candle to the one from 2000X, in my opinion, which, you know, should just be facts, right? So, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, catch you guys later.